Hello everyone, it's FinnHale. It's time to kick off the Claymore guide as I promised. And Claymores are my favorite equipment in Call of Duty series. I've used them more than I've used anything else, but most of my experience in Call of Duty is on Black Ops, and Claymores are very different in Modern Warfare 3 than they were on Black Ops. For example, the red lasers that Claymores have are easily visible. In Black Ops they were not visible, but in Modern Warfare 3 they are really easily visible, and that's a huge factor. And also the explosions, it takes longer time in Modern Warfare 3 to explode than it took in Black Ops. The period of time from the Claymore to click off to explode is longer in Modern Warfare 3 than it was on Black Ops. And on top of all that, they replace your lethal grenade, so you can't have both lethal grenade and Claymore, and that's why I think there's less Claymore users in Modern Warfare 3 than they were on Black Ops, because people want to have their grenades on. And I only use Claymores in free-for-all and search and destroy when I'm playing Modern Warfare 3, but in Black Ops I use them pretty much in every game mode. But enough babbling, let's start. I hope you get something out of this and enjoy. Okay, so let's take a look at the Claymore itself. So you see the red lasers are easily visible, so you gotta take that in notice. It's a huge factor, because if the enemy sees it, you're gonna waste your Claymore right there. He can just shoot it and take it out and get some experience points, and you just lose your Claymore for nothing. So you gotta take that in notice and hide the red lasers as well as you can. So let's take the first situation. The key factor in using Claymores is to put them next to doors. Well, that's one of the best ways to use Claymores, and right behind a cover so the red lasers are visible. Well, this is sort of a bad spot. Let me adjust it a little bit. It's kind of bad. You don't want the red lasers to be visible, so the kill will be a definite kill, you know, guaranteed kill. So by the time the guy runs through the door, when he sees the Claymore, it's pretty much already too late. It has already exploded on his face, and that's why putting them something like this should do the job. Yeah, but some people do this. Leave a Claymore right in the middle of some room. I can tell you it's not useful. It's pointless, because they can easily take them out before they run even near them. So don't do that. Put them next to doors and it should get you a lot of kills. But you can put them front of doors if you don't put them too far away and not too close, because you don't want them to see the red lasers and you don't want to see the whole Claymore when you walk to the door. So pretty much out of this distance it's pretty good, because Claymores have this thing in players that players freak out when they see one of them, and they kind of step back, and that's a bad move when you have stepped on the zone of Claymore's red line. So you're in trouble if you step back, because you give the Claymore more time to explode. And another situation, active hallway like this one, leaving a Claymore behind a cover like this, and this is a favorite camping spot in this map. So leaving a Claymore in a spot like this should get you a lot of kills too, just that you can't really hide it from everybody, but it's in a pretty secure place and it should get you kills too. But you gotta remember to put it as close to the wall as you can. And let's find another spot. Searching right in this hallway actually. Or what is this? Putting them as close to the wall as you can, so when the enemy comes from over here, it can actually that's kind of a bad spot, because the red lasers are pretty visible. So take it a little bit behind, so the enemy can't detect you have a Claymore there. So once they run here, sprint, it's pretty much already too late, and they usually freak out and step back. It gives the Claymore time to explode. And one of good things that many people don't do, but it's really effective. Putting a claymore on top of stairways. Note on top of stairways, not to the bottom, because if it's on the bottom it's really easily visible from both people on up of the stairs and by the downside of the stairs. And here I'm actually trying to adjust the claymore, so if it would explode it would actually take out the car next to me. Well, I'm not sure if that car is never like a complete, or is it supposed to be burning like that, but leaving claymore next to car is also a good move. You are guaranteed, you are more guaranteed to get the kill, and you might actually wipe out some of his teammates in the making too. So putting claymore something like this should get the job done and set the car off too, and maybe get you even more kills, I don't know. But anyway, that's about it for this spot. Let's move on. And what do we have here? Nothing really, just an old bike. And these guys are just hanging here. Poor guys. But anyway, let's move on. Some people do this. They put a claymore in sort of a hideout for this doorway, but doesn't actually hide them. It's really easily visible, so don't do that. Put them behind a dumpster or mailbox. It should get the job done more easily. And here is another situation. If someone's chasing you, I've been saved by claymore many times using this. Someone has shot me and chased me through a doorway. Like this time I put the claymore on my way next to the door, so someone shoots me and then it's like I'm wounded, so he goes after me, and usually they put the ADS on here. They start aiming down sights, and it causes them to move slower when they pass the door, and that gives the claymore more time to set off and guarantee your kill and save your ass. So that's a really good tip to use on any game mode, really. And there is some game called Warcraft. I don't know if it's a book or a game, but it looks like a game. And there's a Frankenstein book. Great Easter egg in Lockdown, discovered by FinnHale. And here's yet another situation: how to cover yourself when you are by the window and taking out the enemies downway, and you want to cover the door behind you. Put a claymore something like this. Actually not really like this, because the guy who comes from downstairs can actually see those red lasers. So put it a little farther behind, like here, and if there's a guy coming from downstairs, when he sees the claymore it's pretty much already too late. And the same thing for this guy who comes from this way, but he might get few shots on you when he if you're by the window. When he comes, he can pretty much take you out here. But if you start getting hits, just alarm yourself and take a quick movement to your right, or whichever the way the wall is, so it forces the guy to come out and enter this room and pretty much getting killed by claymore. So yeah, there's another quick tip for how to cover yourself and yeah, get some backup claymores. And final tip on claymores is to put the claymore inside a bush, and it should hide the claymore and the red lasers if done correctly. This is sort of a bad example, because in this map there wasn't really good bushes or tall grass where I could really hide this claymore, but something like this, put them inside a bush or tall grass. It should guarantee you kills even in a pretty random places. Just make sure it hides the whole claymore with the red lasers. But that's it for my claymore guide. I hope it helped you in some ways, and thanks for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe. Peace.